call vote, please.
Josh Gilbert.
Present.
Jim Wolfhoff.
Present.
Dave Villalobos.
Present.
Mark Stick.
Present.
Charlie Gaber.
Present.
William Fisher.
Here.
Todd Wolfgang.
Here.
Carl Brittingham.
Here.
Nick Mauger.
Here.
Ralph Miller.
Present.
David Ostrand.
Present. All right, I have to call for public comment three times. If there's any public comment, please come to the podium, state your name and address. Yes, ready to go.
Mary Jo Dixon, 8711 West 132nd Place. I'm here to thank all the staff for the successful Summerfest. We can't do it without them, from VIPS to the police to the fire. The only thing I think we need to work on is, and Bill and I have just discussed it, is the parking lot from the lighthouse out, to not keep us bottled up so long. And so we'll work on that through the year. You know, we always find a little kink and then we try to figure it out. We can get that parking lot empty on our fireworks night in 35 minutes. And that's what we kind of want to do, keep the flow going. You know what I mean, so people don't get aggravated. We all know people are different today than they used to be. But I can't thank them all enough for all they've done. It really was a great success. It's a great family event because of the fact that we provide such a safe environment for everybody to come and enjoy. So I want to thank Sam on behalf of, on behalf of Summerfest. So thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, public comment. Public comment twice. Public comment three times. Being none, we'll go to the approval of the minutes from June 29th, 2022 meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Motion from Norm. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second from Dave. Are there any questions regarding the minutes? We can, I'm sorry, and also Monday, July 18th, a special public meeting. Norm, do you concur?
I concur.
Dave?
Yes.
All right. Any questions? Dave, then roll call vote.
Josh Gilbert.
Yes.
Jim Wolfhoff.
Yes.
Dave Villalobos.
Yes.
Mark Stick.
Yes.
Charlie Gaber.
Yes. Motion carries 5-0. VIPS, Tim.
Hello, everyone.
Aye.
I'd like to first start off with resignation letter from Brad Mitchell. Should be in your iPads there. Unfortunately, he has medical issues, ongoing medical issues, that he won't be able to participate in the unit anymore. I would ask your approval for his resignation.
All right, I need a motion on the floor to approve the resignation of Brad Mitchell from the VIPS.
So.
From Norm, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Jim. Any further questions? Being none, roll call vote, please.
Josh Gilbert.
Yes.
Jim Wolfhoff.
Yes.
Dave Villalobos.
Yes.
Mark Stick.
Yes.
Charlie Gaber.
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Thank him for his past work for us.
Service, yes. And then next is the June hours. Everybody made their hours. As you can see in the notes section, the approved leave for Member Horn. He is in and out of town with camping. And then the resignation for Mr. Mitchell.
Okay. That says membership.
Excuse me?
Any new members?
No, sir.
Okay. Any questions?
Thank you for your time.
Yes. Thank you. Police Department, Mr. Fisher.
We received in communications, thank you, your kind and thoughtful expression of sympathy and deeply appreciated and grateful acknowledgement. Dear Cedar Lake Police Department Board of Safety, Chief Fisher and staff, thank you for your thoughtfulness. We appreciate your gift of flowers and lovely dish garden. Thank you, John Metro family. So I'm sure most of you know that Mr. Metro passed away. It was explained to me that it was a pretty private funeral, that they were only having family, so we went ahead and sent flowers to the funeral on behalf of the police department, and I believe, Charlie, you did some for the Board of Safety as well, or they went as one.
One piece.
So they were very thankful of it. Mr. Metro and the whole Metro family has been a part of our community for many, many years, so we wanted to.
Yeah, Jim was not the police commissioner for a while.
Correct. Yeah. So his dad passed away.
Any more communications?
I don't think I have Sarah, do that anymore? No.
Okay, and then we can move on to purchase orders.
you have a copy of the purchase orders for the month. Basic stuff, we had it done. Nothing over exciting other than a lot of work on the old Unit 48, which is going to be passed down to the VIPs as soon as we get some other work done to it, since it's not in use anymore, plus it's got 130,000 miles. So we're going to pass that along to the VIPs to give them a four-wheel drive vehicle. So we'll have to get it all striped up. I'm going to get it cleaned up, get everything taken out, put stuff in there that needs to be put in for them. We're going to take it over to Sheehan's to have the exhaust looked at real quick. And, well, the problem that you see on there, it started running very funny, so we took it to Nagy's. In the morning, Larry went to start it up, and it would not turn over. So he determined that the starter had gone out, which didn't make sense as to why it was running bad. It turned out that cylinder number 3 had vapor locked when he shut it off at Nagy's. So when Larry went in to start the vehicle, the cylinder number 3 was vapor locked. So when the solenoid kicked out for the starter, it broke the starter. So he had to replace the starter. Then he realized that, or found that it was vapor locked, so they had to let that drain out. So that's why it cost so much.
Okay.
Any questions?
Expenditure reports and grants.
We're still working on the grant stuff. We had a little foobar with some of the grant payments being made because we were getting individual bills from Motorola for the WatchGuard for the cameras. As we were getting stuff in, we were getting billed, so we made contact with them, and it actually had something to do with Motorola. That's how they send it out. So they're going to credit us those that we've already paid, and hopefully, and won't send any more bills, so we don't pay them before they're all due, because we're on a contract, on a yearly contract. Other than that, we're working on the other grants. The COPS grant, we've been working with the clerk treasurer to get our money back. It's a pretty tedious reporting system, so, but it's
I
all
believe
done.
you went and talked to the Crown Point Community Foundation.
Oh, I did, yes. I have some pictures that I need to post, but we did go sit and talk with the Crown Point Community Foundation. As you know, they've donated over $52,000 to us over the last 5 or 6 years. And so we presented them with a plaque, myself and Officer Machok, for the kind donations that they have given to us. Had a really good conversation with them. Turns out we were the first community to ever approach them during a meeting and give them something. They were very excited about it. So it might help us in future endeavors. So, but they were very excited about it. I think there was 13 members of the board there. So pretty neat how their entire system works. I mean, they only operate off of the
Investments.
pardon?
The investments.
Yeah, they only operate off of what they earn in the investments. The principal is never touched. So it's pretty, I mean, it'll be there forever. They'll, you know, some years they have more money than others, but they never touch the principal of what has been donated to them. So it's all off the, it's pretty neat. So. We had our budget meeting with the town last Friday. Went pretty good. I think Chief Todd and I had both about an hour in there. Gave our case for the budgets. We'll wait and see what happens. See what gets slashed and what's get approved. We just gave them what, you know, I gave them what my thoughts were on each individual line item, where I see it potentially going with the rising costs, continued rising costs, with the example of fuel, things of that nature. So. But the budget meeting went pretty good, but we'll have to wait and see what the financial advisor tells the town. We did have a few of you had a conversation about the Board of Safety meetings. Both Chief Wilkening and I realized that our budget for the Board of Safety is at 70% in July, and that's due to the special meetings that we've had to have recently. So we're going to next year try to work in any work sessions or anything that's not related as special, like an immediate, into the same day that we have our Board of Safety meetings, so they may last a little longer, simply so we aren't dipping into that fund. We're at 70% now, so we'll both have to be transferring funds into your line item to pay you guys for the Board of Safety meetings that we've had. So, but we're going to try to limit those next year as much as possible. Obviously, we've had some that we can't control, right, so. And then we received a donation from Jerry Smith on the Lighthouse Restaurant parking, which is what Mayor Jones spoke about earlier, the parking lot that was utilized. He takes that money in and then donates it back to the DARE program. I think this year was just a little over $1,200, or right at $1,200? $1,200. So, it wasn't bad. It just goes right into the DARE fund, and we let them use it back on the kids, so.
All right, we'll move on to staffing and our emergency hire.
You've all had opportunity, or were given opportunity to come and take a look at the documents that you wanted to look at. If you haven't, they're still in my office. Mr. Powell is here tonight for official approval from the Board of Safety tonight.
Recommendation, right?
Yes, I stand corrected. A recommendation for the town council and your signatures on the agreement, conditional offer of employment.
Need a motion to approve the hiring of, do you go by Xander or Alexander?
I go by Xander, sir.
By Xander, last name is Powell.
Yes, sir.
Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
A motion from Jim. Is there a second? Josh. Any further questions?
No, sir.
Okay, we just want to remind you that there's a contract that you will sign with the town in regards to your 5-year employment with us, and this is pending approval by the town council.
Yes, sir.
All right, roll call vote, please.
Josh Everett,
Yes.
Jim Olsop,
Yes.
Davey Lovett,
Yes.
Norm Stick,
Yes.
Charlie Gaper.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You can shake your hand real quick.
Thank you very much. I have you behind.
So we're still taking applications. I don't know how well we're doing. I know we've received a couple, till the 29th, for the additional person that we need. And I'm hoping to actually hire 2, over this year before the year end, so. Let me keep going. You just sign me in. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew. We will see you Tuesday night, definitely, right?
Yes, sir.
Bring your family also, okay? That's for the
First
council.
thing Monday morning as well, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you'll be starting on Monday, but Tuesday night. Tuesday night's official.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Training reports, please.
Back up to the records clerk. So we had a conversation. Steve is supposed to be back next week. Still anticipation of retirement. He's thinking October 29th at the latest right now, but it could be sooner depending on any further medical problems. We had a great conversation with him about it, and he understands that we have to fill that front window. We just had it empty for too long. So we went next door, actually Sarah did, and went next door and talked with Margot to look at our part-time funding that we currently have to see how long the part-time staff can maintain. We have enough money in that part-time funding to have her there for 40 hours for the rest of the year if needed, but until October 29th, until his retirement. So she can start learning some of the other things when he comes back next week. So she's going to start filling in, or it's coming in Monday through Friday, especially should he have another medical problem where he's out for an extended period of time. She's already here and established. And so she gave her other job 2 weeks notice, but she knows she's getting no benefits until he retires, so she was okay with that. We got interviews with the officers that are interested in the training coordinator's position. We'll be conducting that over the next couple of weeks and establishing a new training coordinator on the department. On the training report, you have a copy of it with you. In the month of June, we had SWAT training for one officer, Unit 47. He went to breaching school. He moved to a different team. And then we had some drone training for 3 officers, and the reason for the drone training was for crash reconstruction, because as you know, we're still trying to get that document from the town attorney so we can establish a team. Right now, it's just us and Sheriff that are waiting for approvals for it, but the other 4 departments have approached their council on it and have got signatures from their councils to become members of the team. So we've had a couple of incidents recently where we've had to notify the team because of some pretty horrific crashes. So we're just doing it on a helpful basis right now. But once we get that established, then we'll have that crash team available for all of our communities, and it's going to work out pretty good, I think. We'll have 4 reconstructionists on that team that can help each other out in determining faults of crashes and determine why crashes happen, especially for serious personal injury or fatal crashes. So.
Okay. Incidents report.
So I have 2 vehicles that, one's already been decommissioned, but I'm bringing it in front of you anyways. Both of them are 2011s. One was Unit 117, which had already been previously approved by the council, I think it was about a year and a half ago, is that correct? To go down to the academy for a training car. During my conversations with the guy at the academy, unbeknownst to me, he passed away. I didn't hear anything from him for a couple months, and all of a sudden I got an email from another academy instructor saying, hey, he passed away in December, I'm sorry. And so I haven't heard anything from them since. So we approached the council to put them on that gov deals and get something out of it, you know. So if we get a couple $1,000s, both of them are 130,000 plus mileage on them at least. So I just need to decommission both those cars since you're in charge of equipment. And so we can put them on govdeals.com, and the money goes back to the general fund, but.
So do we need to make a motion to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Need a motion to decommission 2 2011 Dodge Chargers.
2 of them.
So moved.
Motion from Norm, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second from Dave, any questions? I presume we sell these as is condition?
Yeah, they'll be sold as is. We'll remove the stripes and any equipment that's inside of them, but they'll be sold as is.
Any questions, gentlemen? Being none, roll call vote.
Josh Govert,
Yes.
Jim Olthoff,
Yes.
Dave Gilboa.
Yes.
Norm Stick,
Yes.
Charlie Caper.
Yes, motion carries 5-0. Monthly activity reports.
I don't think we have any other equipment items that we needed to list. Did we talk about any others, Sarah? I don't think so right now. Monthly activity report, you got a copy of the monthly activity report. As you can see, we're just at the 34 calls for service per day. On the police side, we have issued 104 state citations in the month, 253 warnings. We filed arrested 26 individuals, filed 43 charges, for a total of 174 year-to-date for the arrests, and 310 total charges filed per year-to-date.
Okay, any questions?
Page 2 on that, you probably want to, you're looking at the ordinance violations. Jamie's been doing a lot of ordinance stuff as well as zoning violations for the town hall, sending her, doing some things. We also have her doing some, while she's out driving, we attach the water meter reader inside the vehicle, so it's reading the meters to help out the public works side. Yeah, since she's already in the subdivisions, to help them out since they're so short-staffed. It was an idea that Cliff came up with since she's already driving around subdivisions. Once she gets established, it should only take about 2.5 hours in total for all the meters. If there's an error in anything, then the water department will go out and take a look at the error. So I know they just hired someone to additional staffing. I think that's part of one of their, gonna be their jobs, but we're helping them out right now during her part-time hours, so.
Are we having more than normal accidents at the roundabout? I didn't notice there's glass in there all the time.
No,
No?
not that I'm aware of. We haven't I don't even know of any crashes recently in the roundabout.
We haven't had an injury crash there yet, I don't think.
Knock on wood, no?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably coming from cars that are on the back of flatbeds or,
I mean, I just noticed there's some black.
yeah. You could let the street department know and they could take the street sweeper out, which I think they do already anyways.
Some residents don't seem to do the roundabouts.
They don't mean roundabout.
I'll notify the public works director then. And all we got left with Lexipol is just some legal updates, but they're still on David's desk for legal review, so.
Anything on the cars, how many cars are?
4 of them are out and in patrol. I take that back, 3 are out in patrol. We have 1 in the back that's getting ready to get all its final equipment installed in it. We just picked it up on Friday of last week, was it? Friday of last week, so.
Okay. Anything else, gentlemen, for police department? All right. Todd, anything on communications?
I have nothing under communications.
Anything on finance?
Financing, and purchase order expenditures, you can see, we spent $19,856 on a new furnace and air conditioning unit, that was, installed in the fire station. Another $471 on brakes for our pickup truck, and some minor other costs for miscellaneous stuff. Under the Crown Point Community Foundation, we received a matching grant from them for new hose, nozzles, and appliances for the department. The grant was for $20,000. They want us to match it at $10,000. I think our fire association will approve a $10,000 match on that tomorrow night, I'm hoping. So we'll be able to have that taken care of. And I'm asking the commission to write a letter to the community foundation, and we're going to do the same thing as present them with something nice for that as well, like Chief Fisher did.
Do you want Sandy to write the letter, or do you want Sarah to write the letter?
I would prefer Sarah did it.
So can you do that, please? Thank you. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's it. Under staffing, you guys interviewed my lateral move today, or lateral move hire, because we're losing a guy to South Bend. I'm asking for a favorable recommendation for him to go to the council so we can get him hired as soon as possible, so that he can fill the hole for us.
Okay, and you have motion to approve Michael Cummings.
So moved.
Motion from Norm. Second from Josh. Any questions? He was made aware that the contract is involved on his employment at Cedar Lake.
He was,
Was.
yes, by you.
Yeah, no, I just,
Oh,
I was
okay.
taking
I'm
it for
sorry.
the record.
All right,
He
yes,
was
yes.
made aware of
I'm sorry, yes.
the contract. No more questions? Roll call vote, please.
Josh Govert?
Yes.
Jim Olthoff?
Yes.
Dave Villalobos?
Yes.
Norm Stick?
Yes.
Charlie Cagle?
Yes. Motion carries 5-0. You can notify them that,
Thank you. The volunteer part-time, full-time updates, we currently have one firefighter, paramedic that's still out on medical leave. He's gonna be out another month, and we're gonna find out here pretty soon if that could carry over to the next of the year. We also have, at first of the year, Pat Scolari retiring. If this subject is if this medic is going to be off for the rest of the year, I'm going to ask the commission and the council to approve an early hire for Scolari, so we don't have all the extra overtime trying to cover for this medic that's been down, if he doesn't come back before the first of the year. And if he does take off the rest of the year, because we're gonna have to hire somebody in January anyways, because we are definitely losing a guy to retirement. So that's being looked at right now in discussion. Under E, the apprenticeship program, we're looking at doing an apprenticeship program with new young firefighters, DMTs, to where we pay for their schooling, and then they have to work so many part-time shifts with us and also go on our hiring list and, give us a guarantee of a 5-year contract to work for us, as an investment into it, because right now we just can't, the firefighters, paramedics just aren't out there. The classes are very slim on people. So we're looking to do that. That's not ready to go yet. I just want to give you guys a heads up that I'll have a whole package together for you guys to look at here soon on how that could work.
When we did our pre-meeting, that's being, which town in Indiana is very...
Kokomo?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
very successful with that.
Yeah, there was a fire department down south that did it, and I think it was Kokomo at the time, yeah, we were talking about that. Started an apprenticeship program, and, we also have a few, you know, we sometimes lose Hanover kids, to other communities as well, so I'd like to take those kids right out of our school. We have maybe 1 or 2 of them that want to come back that are working elsewhere, currently want to come to Cedar Lake to work, so we'd like to start that. Right now, the school corporation does offer an EMT class through St. Anthony's, and then we sponsor their ride time with us. So, and we try to encourage them to go to paramedic school. And this is part of this, because they go to paramedic school, they'll get into the fire academy, and then we get them back possibly in the long run. So, trying to put a whole package together where we can go to that kid at Hanover Central and say, you're in EMT school, are you interested in become a firefighter, paramedic? And if that person is, then we have a nice path for them to get there. And hopefully, at that point in time, they can get on our hiring list and be next in line to be hired. Because we're not finding people out there, we need to develop them. We really do. And it's kind of nice to develop them because we develop them the way our department runs and the way our policies and procedures are, so.
What's the reluctance for young people to line up for a firefighter job? Why are they not applying?
Because they can do everything they want on a computer and a phone and an iPad now and make a lot of money. It just isn't the desire out there. There's so much technology that's available for young people to thrive in. I mean, even the military are hiring, you know, geeks to fly airplanes, drones and stuff, so that they can, and they're the best at it, so. But on the fire side, we can't do that. We gotta get people that wanna get dirty and wanna get people that wanna get their, and, you know, get their feet wet, so. In fact, we did have one of them that said she was only taking EMT classes because she wants to go to nursing school. So, that one just popped in my head. Under training report, if you look at our training, we have multiple trainings for the year, or for the month so far. Lots of training this last month took place. Under equipment, the council approved to move forward with the purchase of our fire engine at the council meeting. And under donation of rescue tools to the Schneider Fire Department, our old set of tools they're interested in fact, they're going to come up here tomorrow night to take a look at them. They're operable. I'm just looking for permission to donate them. I sent out an email thread to council people and the commissioners, and it was all positive feedback, and everybody was happy to go. I did talk to a company that said that you could put it online and try to sell it. The issue is that there's so much of it online that you'll hardly get anything for it.
I think it's great to help
Yeah. So this department knows our department, the Schneider guys know our guys, they know that we take care of our equipment and we maintained it. And they don't have as many calls as we do because there's other departments that help them more regularly than us, so.
Is there any liability, David, for us to give them these tools, or?
No.
All right. So we need a motion to donate the rescue tools to the Schneider Fire Department. So moved. Motion from Jim, is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Dave, any questions?
Charlie,
Yes, sir.
Todd, as is,
without warranty.
Yeah. I'll send you a copy of what we put together.
As is without warranty.
Yeah, it's,
Yes.
Concur.
Yeah.
You concur
Yes.
as is without warranty?
Yeah.
Got that, Sarah? Roll call vote, please.
Jim Mulbach,
Yes.
Josh Gilbert,
Yes.
Dave Lobo,
Yes.
Norm Stick,
Yes.
Charlie Haver.
Yes, motion carries 5-0.
thank you. The monthly activity report. As you can see, our call volume is up. We had 168 calls for the month of, 158 calls for the month of June, bringing our total up through June to 931 calls. We're already well over 1,000 calls. Currently, we are on a track to break 2,000. Also under the report, the Firefighters Association's Firefighters Ball event is coming up 27th of August. Please try to attend if you possibly can. There's 3 bands that'll be playing at this event. Lexipol policy updates, we don't have anything pending right now. Under pension, we are looking at doing some updates and upgrades to our pension. Package has been given to our town attorney, the town manager. He forwarded that to Dave for review as well, so we're waiting on legal review of it, and then also a review from our consultant. Under other, I don't have any other.
Legal reports from the town attorney. We're still working on those 2 job description things. MOU update. Packet, pension packet review.
I just went over that.
Okay. Training agreement update with Sturk, Stickle, and Ben Auckland.
They were to be held in compliance with the contract?
Right.
Is that what we're asking?
Yes.
Because they resigned early before their 5-year term? What happened with their,
Todd told me he's gonna send, some information to me, I haven't seen it yet, it may be there, but I haven't seen it yet.
This would be Bill.
In reference to what?
This would be Bill. Our police officers that have resigned.
That's not, no, he's got all the stuff for the police, he's talking about Van Auken, which I think he's received everything, and I think Margot reached
Yeah.
out twice today to give more information, but your office didn't reach back to her, so. I think she has the total amounts that you were looking for. I think they have those numbers for you.
It also says Sturk and Stickle.
Stickle.
Yeah, he's got all our stuff already, I gave it to him.
I've got.
But was he held in compliance?
Pardon?
Were they held in compliance of being in compliance with the
Yeah.
contract they were?
Yeah,
Okay, because that was the question.
yeah, they both were advised.
Okay.
I advised them and told them that the town attorney would be working out the payment deal with them, so.
As did I with our person.
Okay, as long as we're following the right track here. Anything else, David?
We are.
23, new building update.
We had Greg Marks came in and sat down with us on, was it the day of the council meeting? He's with GM Development, he's gonna be the project manager for the VOC. They presented it to the town council last Tuesday night. Very favorable, pretty excited. I think there's only one question, which was how much property was taken up, which was 1.7 acres for the total project, because a lot of the infrastructure is already there, the new pavement for the parking lot is already there, stuff like that, so they're pretty excited about it. I think the next step was, what do you say the next step was, meeting?
He's going to meet with general contractors in the area to kind of get an idea on per square foot cost. To see if we could get within the $11.9 million range. That's the next process.
See how he's gonna get us.
Well, true, yeah, how we get there, yeah. Yeah.
How he approaches.
Right.
We don't have an agreement with Marks yet.
Hmm.
No, he's just the VOT. He was the only one.
It still requires an agreement. That'll be talked about Tuesday night at council meetings.
Okay. And I presume you guys are working on that emergency?
We're still working on emergency operations plans. None of
Okay.
it will be made public, because it's not gonna be public information,
All
so
right, wonderful.
hopefully that's not.
Confidential, we just want to report monthly that we are
Working on it.
continuously working on it, so.
Okay.
Is there a draft?
There is not.
We're about 60 pages into it right now.
Yeah, there will be soon.
We had to cancel the last couple of meetings because of the town manager having meetings, and then we had council meeting
I
nights.
got you, that's a generational document
Yeah.
you're talking about. Most important thing you're working on.
Yeah, it'll take us a couple more months.
Anything other?
Our goal was to have it done by 2023, in front of, or that it was in operation by the end of 23, so.
It's the one that you've already asked for.
Well, we're also talking about that as we're giving an update. We've been, Chief Fisher and I are working, meeting with schools too, so.
We had a meeting with the Hanover Schools Security and gonna start monthly meetings with them just to, make sure that we're on the same page.
Anything
Without
else?
saying anything.
Anything else other? Being done, public comment 3 times, public comment 1. State your name and address,
Mary
please.
John Dixon, 8711 West 132nd Place. So I'm understanding that the new building is for growth. If the police department's leaving here to go up there, what's the growth? What's the growth plan? Is there enough, are you getting more space up there than you already have down here?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's, got more room to expand if needed in the future. I'll be retired by then, but
Like expand up, out,
either way.
okay.
Anyway, yep.
And there still is not clear how we're paying for this growth. That wasn't discussed at the time, how we're correct.
It's being worked on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sarah, we were talking earlier, refresh my memory on something other. I don't recall. Okay, we'll just bring it up at the next board meeting. We were talking about a lot of things, and I don't recall what it was.
String around your finger.
I won't know.
Public comment twice, public comment 3 times, being none, is there a motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
A second? Second for Josh. Voice vote, all those in favor of adjournment, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries, meeting adjourned.